Hello, dear friends. Today we are going to study a new topic that is of friendly mongoose. And this topic is given in NCERT book, especially in supplementary books. A friendly mongoose. Have you seen mongoose? Here is a picture. You can see it. Mongoose is a friendly animal. You know it very well. So this story is taken from Panchatantra. The story is taken from Panchatantra. Okay. So without any late, we are going to start the story now. So here there was a couple living in a small village. In a small village, there is a couple living, and they had a small son, or newborn son, you can say, and they were loving their son so much. And one day, this couple, you can say, they were the couple of farmer. Okay, the basic way to leading their life is farming. Okay, they are farmer basically. That's why the husband, the husband, the husband told his wife once, that means he gave a proposal that our son is living lonely, that means alone, so that we must have a pet. What will happen to that? And the wife of the farmer agreed with him, and the farmer also told his wife that when our son will grow up, he will need a companion. What do you mean by companion? Companion is the friend. That means their son will need a companion. That means their son will need a what? Friend. And his son and this pet becomes very bosom friends, and they will lead a very good life. So this pet will be our son's companion. His wife liked the idea. So this is the proposal of the farmer to his wife, and his wife appreciated this idea. He praised this idea, and both of them agreed with this proposal. So what happened? After some days, you will see that the farmer brought a tiny mongoose. What do you mean by tiny mongoose? It's a small mongoose. Okay, it's a very baby mongoose. It's a baby mongoose. So that said his wife, as it was very baby, his wife told that when it will grow up and when it will become the friend of our son. The farmer replied that it will grow up. Okay, very soon. Don't worry. This kind of a reply he gave to his wife. After that, both baby and the mongoose they grew up. In 6 months or after 6 months, 6 months later, you will find mongoose had grown up in a full size. Okay, it was a very lovely animal, shining black eyes. Okay, and bushy tail. What do you mean by bushy tail? The furs or the hairs of the tail becomes very thick. This is called bushy tails. Okay, the farmer's son was still a baby. That means as the mongoose was growing, the farmer's son was also growing. But the way the mongoose was growing, the farmer's son was not growing in that way. That means he was still a baby. She was also sleeping in cradle, okay, and sleeping and crying alternately. He was sleeping and crying alternately. What a child usually or a small child usually does. This happens to the son of the farmer. One day, what happened? The farmer's wife wanted to go to the market, so she fed the baby. He gave the food to the baby and rocked him to sleep in his little cradle. क्रेडल मीन्स यहाँ पर जो झूलने के लिए जो जगह होता है उसको क्रेडल बोलते हैं. ओके, सो द after taking food the baby slept nicely, peacefully. What happened after that? As I told, the farmer's wife was very ready to go to the market. He went to the market, and she also told to her husband to keep his eyes on the baby. Okay, so and the last line is very important here. The frankly, I do not like to leave the child alone with the mongoose. That means the wife of the farmer was not believing the attitude, the behavior of the mongoose. After all, it is an animal. Okay, it can harm to her child. That's why she was not believing the mongoose. Let's see in the next page of the book, you will find how this mongoose is helping, or how the farmer's wife's idea becomes wrong. You will find it. So, what is the reply of this his wife's question, or his wife's when his wife told like this? The farmer replied that don't worry, the mongoose is a very friendly animal. Okay, it is very it is as sweet as our baby. That means farmer's attitude towards the mongoose, it was very clear. He was loving the mongoose as his own child. You will find it. Okay, and he also told that after some days, both of them becomes good friends. Okay, by you will see this kind of conversation where the husband is firmly believe the mongoose, whereas you can find some kind of doubt in the mind of the farmer's wife. Okay, towards the mongoose. And you will see the wife went away. Okay, and the farmer, uh, the wife of the farmer went away to the market, and the farmer have no work. He thought that I have to go to the where to the field. I have to have a look to my field what is happening in the field. That's why he ran into some where he spent much time, and he ran into some friend's house, and he also spent some time there. He completely forgot about his small child. In the meantime, the farmer's wife finished her shopping and returned to home. Okay, with basket full of groceries. At the time, what did she find? She found that the mongoose was sitting outside as if waiting to her. That means the mongoose was waiting very eagerly to the returning ways of her mistress. Who is the mistress here? The mistress is nobody here. Is the farmer's wife. But on the other way, the farmer's wife saw the mongoose face was smeared with blood. That means covered with blood. That's why she cried. Okay, and suddenly one thing that struck in his mind, that is that this mongoose have killed his child, or did some or what? It attacked the child. You can find the idea that he was not believing the attitude of that mongoose. It becomes true for that particular moment. Okay, the face and the face of the mongoose were smeared with blood, and she cried. Okay, as she cried, she got angry. Okay, and told that you killed my baby. Okay, she told like this. So she become her attitude becomes very hysterical, like a mad. She was blind with rage. What do you mean the blind with rage? That means he got angry. Okay, blind with rage. That means angry. And with all his strength, she threw the basket full of groceries to that mongoose. And do you think what would have happened to that mongoose there? Okay, what would have happened? The mongoose would have died there. The mongoose died there. Okay, all of a sudden, by doing this throwing by throwing this what basket, he ran towards his baby, where his baby was sleeping silently. Okay, on his cradle. Okay, and she also found there was a black snake. There was a snake torn and bleeding or becomes two pieces. That means it was the work of the mongoose when the snake came to do some harm to that child, that mongoose attacked the snake. The blood which was smeared in the face of the mongoose, it was not the blood of the child. At that time, she realized it was the blood of the snake. Okay? Really, the mongoose had done a very good job. But the farmer's wife could not understand the idea. The farmer's wife could not understand this matter. Okay, without understanding anything, she threw the basket full of groceries on him. As she realized that now the farmer's wife realized that really she had done a mistake. Again, she ran back to where? To the mongoose. And she realized now that yes, really, mongoose is very of friendly animal. Okay, and she thanked mongoose that you have really saved my child life. That is the thing. And what happened after that? As she ran speedily, hastily, okay, she found that the mongoose was dead there and lay still. Still means silently. That means the mongoose was dead at that particular moment. The farmer's wife realized and sobbed. Okay, and sobbed. That means this activity, whatever the activity she had done, that shocked her. That shocked her. Okay. Then she heard the baby was crying. Wiping her tears, she went in to feed him. That means she wiped her tears and she went to her child. And really, she thanked the mongoose that that mongoose saved the life of the child. But on the other way, she could not control her anger. Before understanding the matter, she killed the mongoose. She also realized a lot. Thanks, guys. That's all about the topic.